Imagine a world where cybersecurity threats are like invisible ninjas, lurking in the shadows of a company's IT environment, ready to strike at any moment. How can a company possibly defend against these unseen foes? Enter the world of threat exposure management. Threat exposure management, or TEM, is a systematic approach to identifying, assessing, and mitigating cybersecurity threats. It is the unsung hero in the realm of IT security, working tirelessly behind the scenes to keep your system safe. The first component of TEM is threat identification. This is all about detecting potential threats before they become a problem. It's like having a high-tech radar system that can spot those invisible ninjas from a mile away. Threat identification makes use of various technologies to continuously monitor the IT environment for any signs of suspicious activity. This includes internal and external attack surfaces, in addition to identities and identity providers. Next in line is threat assessment. Once a potential threat has been identified, it needs to be evaluated. This is where threat assessment comes in. It's the equivalent of a highly trained security analyst, studying the radar screen and determining whether that blip is just a bird or an incoming missile. Threat assessment involves analyzing the potential impact of the threat, its likelihood of occurrence, and the vulnerability of the systems at risk. The final component of TEM is threat mitigation. This is the action phase, where identified threats are addressed and neutralized. Think of it as the rapid response team, springing into action the moment a threat is confirmed. Threat mitigation may involve patching vulnerabilities, fixing misconfigurations, or even complete update of the OS and applications. In summary, threat exposure management is a proactive approach to cybersecurity, designed to identify, assess, and mitigate threats in an IT environment. It is a three-pronged strategy involving threat identification, threat assessment, and threat mitigation. Threat exposure management is about proactively preventing cyber attacks. It's about managing them in a way that minimizes the attack's potential impact. It's also about being prepared, staying one step ahead of the attackers, and ensuring that your IT environment remains secure. Remember, in the world of cybersecurity, the invisible ninjas are always out there, lurking in the shadows. But with threat exposure management, you have the tools and strategies to spot them, assess them, and neutralize them before they can strike. So when it comes to defending your IT environment, make sure threat exposure management is part of your arsenal.